Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome to your weekly energy forecast, in which we check in with your twin flame, with you, and last but not least, your next steps in order to speed up the process of your harmonious union. So let's get started with your twin flames card, and let's see what developments will happen with them this week, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. And we have Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward. So your twin flame is actively making progress towards your union. They are working on things, they're healing things. Maybe they're taking some practical steps also in order to align your lives. However, this might not be obvious from your end. It might not be something that you see right now, and it might even be slow, depending on the situation. Also, because of the wording of this card and the images, like it's ascending a mountain. It's not that the path is smooth and paved and you can see how it like twists and turns and it goes up. So I get the feeling that your twin flame is making some really difficult decisions. They are working on things and making decisions that are tough. It's not an easy road for them, but they are willing to take that journey because of the love that they have for you and their faith in your union. And your twin flame is committed to this. They persist, they will persevere even when things get tough, because it definitely feels like this is a rough part of the journey for them. It's not really easy. And in some cases, I feel like this is an inner thing. They are fighting their demons, any limiting beliefs, any past trauma, maybe a dark night of the soul, something really challenging is coming up for them. But for some of you, it could be another type of tough decision. Maybe it's not as tough as it was in the beginning, but it's still a challenge that they have to face. So this week you can trust that your twin flame is moving toward your union, even if it looks like silence on their end or distance. A lot of times we might misinterpret the silence, like, oh, I did something wrong and my twin flame doesn't want me anymore. Maybe they got tired of me, they don't love me anymore. Which, however, silence can also, well, most of the time it doesn't mean that. It's more like they're processing what's going on. They're going within, so they don't have the energy to externalize as much as they would otherwise. So if your twin flame is more silent than usual this week, trust that it's not personal, it's not about you. If it brings up any upset feelings or fears, definitely work through them. This is an amazing opportunity for some deep healing on your end, but it's definitely not about you. It's about them and managing their energy, because these next steps will require a lot from your twin flame. So for them, this is a week of effort, of healing and inner transformation. And, the words keep going forward. They suggest that they're not giving up on this connection. They're moving towards you, and you can trust in that. Next up, let's see what's going to happen with you. How's your week going to be? And we have grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. So this is your time to really stabilize your emotions, your energy, your spiritual practices. It's time to be rooted and also to dig deep. Grounding can mean a few different things. Like, I feel like a very important message here is to stay grounded in the here and now, not to get high of the energy of your union. It's something I notice a lot of twin flames do, especially in the beginning of their journey. They get really high on the love, the depth of the connection, and that doesn't really help you move towards your union. It just burns your energy to be in this high state all the time. So it's best to stay, grounded in peace and what's going on in the present and taking things one step at a time. Also, anxiety is another way that we get high of that energy, feeling anxious, feeling excited. So it's important to ground that into peace instead and make your moves from that secure and stable place. The word roots and the tree are standing out, like being like a tree. We want the roots to go deep. We don't want to just, have this be a surface level thing, because if you don't set a good foundation for your union, then you're going to go through a lot more separations, because there are lessons in the foundation that you still haven't learned. So you'll have to repeat those lessons until you master them. So it's best to take it slow and fully appreciate the moment, fully learn and integrate your current lesson before moving forward, because that's how you know you've done a good job. This week you might be called to focus more on being in nature, taking care of your body, your presence, being very embodied. and also letting go of control. It's like a slowing down in a very peaceful way, and especially if your reality has been a bit chaotic so far, I feel like this is what your soul needs. Some grounding, some peace, some time to really relax and be present with yourself and with God, with the divine, really connect on a deep level. And this peace is actually what's magnetic to your twin flame. It's not the high feeling. This isn't the soulmate relationship, but the peace, the sustainable love that is incredibly attractive to your twin flame. And last but not least, your next steps to speed up your harmonious twin flame union. And we have narrow pathway. Tread carefully. Thoughtfully, sorry. So what's important right now is not to make any rushed moves. I feel like this continues from our previous card about slowing down, not being like go, go, go. It's not the time to make rushed decisions. It's not the time to hurry up. It's actually the time to slow down, appreciate the journey. And another message that's coming through to you is to be very careful when it comes to making decisions from an emotional reaction, specifically a very intense one. Something I see very often, for example, in twin flame groups that I'm in, is people being extremely upset at their twin flame. So they're like, okay, I blocked my twin flame. That's it. I'm out. And that's the exact opposite energy of what this card is advising you to do. It's not about making a decision based on a high emotion, but about making decisions that are aligned with your goals and your desires. Back to our example. Okay, you were upset at your twin flame because they weren't responding fast enough and you blocked them. So what? Did that bring you any closer to union? Not really. Did it help you heal the root of why you felt upset? Hell no. Your twin flame is going to repeat the same behavior because of that. It's something that they're mirroring to you, so it's going to keep happening. So essentially, you did nothing to move you forward. If anything, you chose to perpetuate the pattern in your relationship. So essentially, you chose separation because you were on this very high emotion in that moment. So what this card is advising you is to change that, to understand that every step you take, no matter how small, counts. So it's important to choose alignment over reactivity. So in that case, something that would be a choice made out of alignment would be to address the feeling first. Okay, I feel rejected, that my twin flame is not responding. What do I do next? I heal that part of myself. So now I feel better. I feel more peaceful. That's a decision made from an aligned place. And it actually serves your highest interests better because you have chosen healing in that place. So you no longer have that wound. And your twin flame will no longer mirror that to you. So your relationship will be more peaceful and it will start becoming closer instead of perpetuating the same pattern. So this card essentially invites mastery. The more mindful you are of your actions and how they affect your path and your twin flame union, the faster you will manifest your harmonious union. So this is all I had for you this week, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.